Gamers, welcome back. It's me, Zetz, once more here to bring you round 1 of the Jimvitational 2. We have Violet River versus Fear. Two excellent gamers. Let's dive in. It's double elimination, folks. Keep that in mind. And Elite Starmie from River. Happy to see Mence on the other side. Fear's going to bring in a Snorlax, the special wall of choice, to take a Hydro Pump rather well. River taking the opportunity to pivot in with the Gengar. And it's Celebi coming in to try to take a Wisp. That miss doesn't matter too much on the natural Curemon. And River revealing a Snorlax as well. Can Fear's Metagross avoid a paralysis? It can. And now River bringing in their own Gross. Gengar coming in on an Earthquake. River just picking all the right moments to get Gengar in. And this time, Fear shows another Pokemon that's able to come in on Will-O-Wisp, but even better this time. And Gengar switching out, going immediately to Starmie. Might that suggest that the Gengar doesn't have Thunderbolt? Keep an eye on that one, folks, as Metagross and Snorlax stare at one another. Fear reveals the last Mon in the back, and it's Agility Metagross, but probably not overly happy to stay in on a Swampert. A nice mid-ground click, River trying to get away from a potential Earthquake. And Fear's going to stay in to keep surfing down this Gengar. Interesting. I mean, for all we know, this could be Refresh Pert, but it's Destiny Bond Gengar. And River has eliminated the Swampert. How huge could that be for River? With Agility Gross, you don't have to deal with that Meteor Mash resist anymore. And Fear getting Charizard in excellently on top of that Earthquake. Starmie's coming on 2 Flamethrowers now, and it can only do that so many more times. A double from River to get meta in front of the Starmie switch in from Snorlax on Fear's side, and River's going to try to do some damage here. Lands the Rock Slide, and Charizard's completely gone. River in a fantastic spot. No attack raise. But yeah, after the Leech Seed, this will no longer kill the Celebi. Is Fear going to stay in? Oh, and River tried to get a little cute, tried to bring in Chip Skylark. It's a Agility Metagross of Fear's own, by the way. Shouts to Fairly Odd Parents. Any other boomers in the chat understanding that reference? And yeah, all Fear can do is blow up. It does more damage than anything else. And also denying River the opportunity to Agility. This one could be coming down to the wire. And wow, the Snorlax is seated. It's been intimidated, but it gets the para on the Mence. That's massive. And River finally reveals her Jirachi in the back. Easily coming in on a Dragon Claw. And possibly going for the entire win right here. Oh, but that burn is massive. That's going to make it much more difficult to get additional Calm Mind Sacks. And it's Psychic coverage, no Ice Punch. So Leftovers happens first before the burn, affording River one last click with this Celebi, and it is just going to be a Psychic. But Fear is able to mitigate the entire Jirachi just with a paralyzed Salamence. That's a pretty decent trade. Now, can Fear overcome a 2-3 deficit? We've Leech Seeded the Snorlax, and it looks like all it has is Body Slam. Not trying to curse up or anything. River gets the Metagross in on a Psychic. But yeah, scouting to see if the Celebi has anything that could take it down from that range. And yes, that looks like HP Fire to me, folks. So good stuff by River. If they can get the meta in front of the Lax, that would afford River the opportunity to click a button. It's fully revealed, though. It doesn't have Explosion. And wow, the meta living on exactly 1%. River trying to call out a double, trying to call Fear out, saying you are going to Snorlax on this turn, but unable to get that correct. Another Leech Seed. And we're in a bit of a stalemate here, but I think Fear is making more progress. Look at how low the Snorlax is getting. And with no curse, I mean, represented no curse, I would expect it to have Boom. Is this the turn to pull the trigger? It is. And I don't know if one Snorlax, even at full health, is going to be enough. River's going to be able to click something, going for Rock Slide Flinch, and gets it. The Starmie is at 43%. I think the Snorlax is favored here, barring, okay, a second flinch. Wait a minute. Wait just a moment. That mash does so much damage, and Snorlax has Shadow Ball, no Earthquake coverage. And wow, without those flinches, I think Fear would have taken game 1, but instead, it's River. What a match. That was crazy, folks. Even with Shadow Ball, without those flinches and the leftover recovery, I think Fear was favored there, folks. Can they overcome a little bit of bad luck towards the end of game 1? They've got an aggressive Smeargle lead here. And no Lum on the lead tar for River, just going to sack the sleep right then and there. And bring in their own Spiker. Fear getting some spikes of their own. And River doubling back to T-Tar on maybe expecting Mag or something to come to try to trap the Fori. That would have given River the opportunity to burn a turn of sleep basically for free. Crunch does not eliminate the Smeargle. So look at this, folks. Fear gets 3 layers and gets to sleep the Tyrannosif once more. Wonder what the item was on that Smeargle, by the way. Obviously didn't have leftovers, nor was it a Pinch Berry, because it would have activated. Anyway, River is able to get the Ments in rather safely. And Fear showing Gengar. Nice Dragon Claw mid-ground. And River's going to effectively be forced to switch out of the potential Ice Punch. Fear doubling to T-Tar and getting it in front of Registeel. We're Registeel gaming at this time, folks. Oh my god, went for counter. Just throwing a counter out into the ether, but Fear had other ideas. And it's a 101 health substitute Swampert with leftovers, trying to just get value against this Reggie. River gonna just bring the Fori in. And nice Surf Click from Fear. That could have just been a sub. River still unable to get spikes. Finally gets a single layer. And Gengar's here threatening Fire Punch. Oh, just clicking T-Bolt. Maybe trying to catch the Salamence coming in. Tough to bring a Ments in, though, when you just get outsped and lose Ice Punch anyway. And, whoa! Taunting the Registeel, trying to stop it from, I think, Thunder Waving. And it just blows up. River saying, you're exiting this turn. I wonder where River thought Fear would have gone. Maybe trying to cover Swampert coming in, didn't want to get set up on once more. Taking a big swing, and it doesn't work out that time. But River does have a Rock Resist. Fear threw HP Grass onto this Tar. It's mixed Tar, Brick Break, Rock Slide, HP Grass coverage, folks. It's now been Toxicked, and without a double Protect, this Swampert is a Spike Sack. River gets it, though. River hits the second Protect. She can leave and bring it back in later. She can try to spin, but spinning won't be necessary for Swampert to at least hit the field once more. And what a Rock Slide call out by Fear. On the exact turn that Swampert leaves. Nice call. And it's Arrow just aggressively coming in on a Brick Break. Yeah. And Arrow is looking very strong here with all these spikes up. Everything is damn chipped. And it's Sub Leechy Arrow that could just pick the best move. My gosh. Whoa. And Fear is... I guess Fear didn't have a button that kills Fori from 30% with Sub Leechy Arrow. Instead preferring to spin block and keep 3 spikes up. And that just makes a ton of sense, doesn't it? And this T-Tar is still asleep. One of the most valuable Smeargle leads I may have ever seen. And it clicked Pursuit, folks. The Tyrannosif clicks Pursuit but doesn't wake up. Unable to chase its own dreams. And yeah, Brick Break is going to take down the Swamperts. That's 1 fewer Rock Resist. The Registeel is also gone. What's to stop Arrow on River's side? This is getting dicey for River, and I believe we could be going to a game 3. That T-Tar's still asleep. And it's Blissey last. HP Fly only doing 32, but Arrow could go for it all right here. And that, yeah, this is it. Fear's gonna sub down to Leechy. And at +1, it should be a 2-hit on Bliss and a 1-hit on everything else. And just critting Rock Slide. Highly unnecessary. But a little bit of payback for those flinches towards the end of game 1, perhaps. And some GGs in the chat. Nothing left to do here but click a 100% accurate move. And we find ourselves going into game 3. This is what it's all about, folks. Win 1 game to stay in the winner's bracket. Crunch Tyranitar, nice mid-ground. Already chunking down the Rock Resist to 3/4 of its health. River with Air Muir. Oh, but it's lead taunt Tyranitar. Excellent bring from Fear in this exact position. Drill Peck Skarm can at least try to trade down a little bit of health while taunted. Wow, and Fear crunches. Thought that the bluff of surely I'm going to click taunt. But River calls out that it wasn't going to be a taunt click. And gets the next 50-50 right as well. Bringing in the zap. And yeah, I mean, it's looking like Pursuit Taunt Tar. So it doesn't have Rock Slide. It can't really pressure the Zapdos all that well. Fear brings in the greatest special wall in the entire format. And just going to heal it up, allowing River's own Tyrannosif onto the field. And by the way, shouts to McMegan. The French names have arrived, folks. And yeah, Taunt Skarm as well. 2 Taunt users here. I guess for that reason, maybe there's no spinner on Fear's team. Maybe... Oh, I stand corrected. Fear really doesn't want spikes. Fear wants to deny them entirely, and even if they do get through, you've got the spinner in the back anyway. That's kind of wild. We're at a bit of a stalemate here. Fear surely... Oh my god, what a toxic click. I was expecting second spikes. That would have been damn nice to have on this Zapdos. But it didn't go Fear's way that time. The Blissey's on a timer, and it's Toxic Protect lead Zapdos. Could just have a hidden power as well. And yeah, not the double that Fear wanted. Oh, and River going for Drill Peck instead of taking a spike there. Just wanting to chip away at that spinner. That could be a win condition for River. You get rid of Claydol, establish permanent spikes, and maybe bring out some fast threats like an Aerodactyl Sif, folks. That can pressure things. And yeah, look at the Aerodactyl. River's happy to give up 2 spikes in exchange for half of Claydol's health. HP Bug on the Aerodactyl Sif to hit things like a Claydol, like a Celebi. And again, River bringing the Skarm in on Claydol. This time clicking spikes, expecting that Fear would want to save health on the Claydol. Of course, last time the click was Drill Peck. And River's just getting so many of these small 50-50 situations correct. I'm liking her position thus far. And we're here once more. And it was Drill Peck again. I think both gamers are very aware that River, one of her main goals is to eliminate that Claydol. Fear trying to preserve its health at all costs. And Fear, again, trying the Toxic Gambit, expecting maybe the Zapdos to come in on something like Spikes or Taunt or something. Wonder what the last would be on this Skarm. Would it be Roar? Perhaps it's Protect? And Fear finds a chance to get Claydol in on a T-Bolt. You heal 6%. And that 6% could matter, but it was Hidden Power last on this Zapdos. That was unrevealed. Perhaps Fear was just kind of hoping it didn't have Grass or Ice coverage. But the Claydol is damn low, and unless this is like Wish Blissey, or maybe there's like a Wish CM Jirachi or something in the back, it's going to be pretty difficult to heal that Claydol. Refresh Claydol sets a lot more common than Rest Claydol sets nowadays. It could always be like Rest Aroma Bliss. I guess we will see. But if River can continue pressuring that Claydol, and by the way, look at this. Blissey's damn low. Fear almost has to heal, affording River the chance to get Tyrannosif in once more. It hasn't clicked a button yet. But alongside Arrow, I would expect this to be Rock Spam. Yeah, and there it is. It's DD Tar, and this is going to be a huge Rock Slide. No flinch that time, and Fear gets a Toxic off, but it's Lum DD Tar. So River with another chance for a flinch, and gets it. Gets it just like at the end of Game 1. Another clutch flinch, and hits every Rock Slide as well. Doug is here, which is able to outspeed and revenge the +1 T-Tar, but with no more Skarm, and look at how low the Claydol is. It barely lives that, but it can't take another. And yeah, Fear's just going to let the Claydol go. Is there another Rock Resist? Not really. Doug doesn't really count, does it, folks? Starmie's here. And it's Celebi in the back. Celebi Sif to try to help River bring the set home. Man, I just feel like Fear's been on the back foot. And that's, okay, Ice Beam coverage. River sacks the Celebi. Now Aerodactyl Sif is back. Remember, it has HP bug coverage. And it is going to be an HP bug, which just simply gets there. Obliterates the Doug. And I would expect River to go elsewhere. Bring in Swampert. And despite 3 spikes, still really love the position that she's in. All Fear has left is a full health Starmie. And lead Crunch taunt Tyranitar. Is there a world where Fear can bring this back? Refresh Perts, that's damn nice to have right now against this Blissey. It's not Calm Mind Blissey or anything. The really only thing it has to pressure this Swampert would be Seismic Toss and Toxic. And of course, folks, Refresh has more power points than Toxic. That's a nice crit for River, but the thing is, the Blissey's faster, right? So you would need several crits in a row. And every time you get Toxic, that buys Fear another turn to heal. I will say, if we loop this enough times, I mean, look at the extent to which the Swampert is healing over time as well. I mean, eventually you're gonna... Wait a minute! It's Snatch Blissey? You can Snatch Refresh, folks. I had no idea. I've seen Snatch take Soft Boileds. I've seen it take Calm Minds. This is never before seen technology from my perspective here. And could that change things? Could Fear possibly get enough Snatch turns correct? And see, this is the problem, right? If you're wrong and River just sends out an Earthquake, you lose a ton of health. You basically have to heal here. And River brings in the arrow on the heal turn. Will River allow the arrow to get Toxic? I would imagine no. Oh, she's happy to risk it. And she gets another flinch. Another one, folks. Unbelievable. Doesn't get the roll here. There might have been a world where that just simply killed. No flinch. Fear's able to heal. But yeah, that's simply another flinch. And I think the Blissey's going to have to go down. Fear will let it go. And Starmie, I believe, maybe can take a Rock Slide. It looks like I'm right, because River is not chancing. Maybe River just didn't want to chance a Rock Slide miss. Offensive Starmie. Is there Protect on this Skarm? Oh, Fear clicks Recover. Interesting. Now, the thing is that the Skarm is back in a 2-hit range. Okay, so we're back into another kind of stalemate here. I think Fear wants to kill the Skarm, but Fear wants to have as much health on the Starmie as possible when that happens. What can River do, right? The Zap is at 53%. It would get outsped and die to Ice Beam, so she can't pivot there. The Swampert's coming in on 3 spikes, and after all that in a Surf, I don't love that. And it's scary. I mean, you could bring Arrow in, but what if the Starmie just clicks Surf or T-Bolt? So I can understand both players' motivations for why neither of them wants to break out of this cycle. I think Skarm would need to get several Drill Pecks in a row correct. And River just takes a second layer of spikes. Fear is going T-Tar on a Drill Peck. But remember, it's Crunch. What could it have last? It's Flamethrower. Okay, it has fire coverage to pressure this Skarm. And it can hit basically everything left fairly well. It has HP Grass. Would River go Zap or even Arrow on an HP Grass? No. No, just gonna sack the Pert. And it's Zapdos here. We're coming down to the final stretch. Is there a world where Fear can bring it back? Maybe needed a crit or something there. I don't know. Can Starmie... Maybe Starmie can do it. After stepping on spikes, I don't know if Starmie can take a whole HP bug, folks. Easily gets the kill there. It's Aerodactyl. And HP bug just absolutely gets there. And River is victorious. Wins 2-1 over Fear. Moves on, remains in the winner's bracket. Fear moves down to losers. What a set. There was some crazy flinches in there. There was a couple times like Fear like clicked Toxic, barely missed it on the incoming Zap. So many small things that could have swung the set wildly in different directions, but good stuff to both players. Thanks to everybody for watching, and we'll see you very, very soon in the next video.